Hi, everybody. We'll wait for a few people to hop on. We'll just wait a few. Happy Saturday, everybody. It's Saturday. Yeah, it's Saturday. It's an early morning. We left the house at 5:15 this morning. And I'm here with Elizabeth and Mary. I'll have everyone introduce themselves, but I literally sent a text to Elizabeth this morning and said, I'm late, I can't find my phone. I sent that to her as a text message. So it's been a morning already. Hey Lisa, hey Pamela, hey Radine, hey Jessica. All right, so I'm just gonna turn the camera around and have everyone introduce themselves.
Hey everybody, I'm Elizabeth Freeman. I'm one of the senior stylists here on Team Girly Glam.
We're on Team Boss Babes.
Team Boss Babes.
On all the teams. Hey Rachel.
Hi, I'm Mary Tortual. I'm a senior stylist for Team Boss Babes.
Yay! Woo! And hey, I'm Ariella Hendershaw, and I'm a senior executive director on Team Boss Babes. And I'm so excited that we're doing this training for you guys. I say a lot. Sorry. So we are at the North Carolina Wine Festival. This is like the perfect event to do. So let me just show y'all around real quick. So there's tons of wine vendors. We don't start till 11. I think it's just because like the drinking laws here. North Carolina does not allow the vending of alcohol until 11 on the weekends. So it's going to be a big event. There's a VIP table there, like VIP tent, and there's just all of these are literally vineyards and wine companies. So I think there's only one other direct sales company, and that is it. So really excited to be here. We did an event here last weekend and it was super successful. All right, so our setup. I have toyed around, I'll turn this over just so you can see me. I have toyed around, spent hundreds of dollars on displays and decorations and boards and this, that, and the other. And you know what I found? We have sold the same amount whether we did a whole bunch of decorations and like glorified it, or if we did it simple and relaxed and not over the top. People were not overwhelmed with what they were seeing. So let me just show you our setup today. So we have an L-shaped table. We have our Color Street table runner. And then on this table, we have this little area for our samples, our 2 finger testers, because they're not twosies. We're not allowed to call them twosies. We have a whole bunch of samples. This is kind of where we put our trash, our business cards, always opportunity brochures. And then here we're putting our holiday and our foundation strips, holiday and then petite. So this is kind of our specialty table. And then here we've got glitters, solids, obviously all of our colors. Okay, so how do we, Mary, do you want to explain how we differentiate whose strip is what?
Yep. We basically, I can find one of each. We just use stickers. We just color coordinate, depending on like each one of us pick a color. And then we decide, is everyone?
Yeah.
We just color coordinate, like Ariella's pink, Elizabeth is green, and I'm yellow. We're doing our training.
Hold on, they're sound checking, sorry.
But we just color coordinate, and then when somebody goes to buy a strip or we get to sell a strip, we just write down whose strip it was in this little notebook that Elizabeth's going to talk to you about.
Awesome. Okay, thank you so much. So we've showed you guys our setup and how we differentiate. Is that a word? Differentiate? Yes. It is a word. Okay, good. I'm making up words today. Yeah, Rachel, they're so rude. So, and we evenly distribute them. So you'll see Elizabeth, mine, and we just evenly distribute them throughout the table. So that way, you know, people are picking them up and just, I mean, they're not picking up everybody's, right? So I'm going to hand this over to Elizabeth. I'm going to turn this over. Whoa, selfie face. Okay, here. And Elizabeth is going to explain to you.
Hi, okay, so I have this lovely hardcover journal that I actually
What?
love. Okay, here's what we did. We wrote down every strip with those stickers on, whose it was, the name, the price, and the total of the whole group, which was generally the buy three get one. And what we did at the end of the day, we took that total and we said, like, say this was $37 and we divided it by 4. There are 4 in the order, and what you come out with is individual prices for the sets. So these were going to be $9.25 each. So then what we did is then we wrote down who had what. Ariella had 3 strips that were $9.50. She had 3 strips that were $9.75, and so forth. Then we added it up, and that's how much each person made. So instead of taking the whole total and just dividing it by 2 or 3, however many you have, you're getting paid for your merchandise. Okay?
Yeah, so that makes it easier. So nobody's having to give away anything for free with the buy 3 get 1 free. If they pick out 4 sets, and 2 are Elizabeth's, 1 is mine, and 1 is Mary's. We're not saying, oh, Mary's, yours is the free one, because it was the lowest priced one. So what we're doing is the buy 3 get 1 free. So we'd take the highest ticketed items, the 3 highest ticketed. So let's say they were all $12 and 1 was $11. The total would be $36 because the $11 one would be free. So it would be $36. That's what they would pay. And then when we close out our books at the end of the event, then we just do that 36 divided by 4 because we sold 4. And the number, just like Elizabeth just said, is the price per set. And that's how everybody gets paid. It's worked. It's been amazing. Elizabeth and I did a vendor event last weekend. Actually
place.
At the same place for the Make Strides for breast cancer awareness, and in 3.5 hours we sold almost 100 sets, which was awesome. And we just did this same concept, and it really works. How do we take payment? Do you want to explain that?
Sure. We have we're using all Ariella's PayPal account, and we have.
You don't have to use my account.
Well, it's just easier. The money all goes in one place, and then we can divide and conquer at the end. We're using the PayPal Here app, so that way you can just input the credit card information as you go. Or I think we did an event where there was a square swipe thing. It didn't work. But it's just as fast just to put the information in right quick, and then you're done. You can email or text them the receipt. And that way it all goes into one PayPal account. And then, like I said, we were using Ariella, so then she can say, when we get those totals at the end, you get 300 something, you're gonna get 280 something, and that way, it's equal. Our salaries are in the hands of the customers.
Yeah, so thank you guys. So hey, what I wanted to say was, how do I say this nicely? Don't be stingy with your vendor events. And when I say that, I mean, ask somebody on your team or your downline or your upline to do an event with you. Why? Because if there's only one person, I'll answer the questions in just a second. When there's just one person doing an event, it gets overwhelming. You're not able to put, as many samples on people as if there were other people working with you. So
You can't watch your stock. Because,
yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, we don't live in a perfect world. If you have all this stock out and there's only one person and you're busy putting on a sample, somebody can easily walk up and clean you out.
Yeah, unfortunately, people take stuff. And so you also want to be, you also want to maximize, you're only there for a certain amount of time. So if you have 3 people working the booth, you guys are all going to make around the same amount of money as if you only had one person, but you're touching so many other people. Because remember, Color Street is not just about me. It's not just about how much money I'm making. It's not just about how many connections I'm making. It's about how many connections your team is making and how much we're all making. As far as, we're trying to help women out and men, but we're trying to get the product out and the name out there together. So the more people you have working with you, you know, Elizabeth and I made almost the same amount last week, but I'm sure that if it was just me working, or if it was just Elizabeth working, we would have, you know, made half of that. So,
and you don't have to worry about like undercutting each other, because everything is all in there and it's all kind of mixed up together, that when I go to sell sets, it's not like I'm like, oh wait, I need to find my stickers, because I know that Arielle and Liz are also selling, you know, whatever color. It doesn't matter what color it is, because it's going to end up working out in the end.
Yeah.
Just like that.
So we're teammates, we're friends. We don't fight over this. We have a really good time doing it. Yeah, we we laugh a lot. Have fun with it. Just go with it. Just do it. Don't be scared. Get those vendor events going. This is how you meet people. You put a sample on them and they fall in love with the product. Hi! The event has not started yet, so don't think that we're like ignoring people. But yeah, so thank you for giving us the opportunity to do this training. Thank you so much for letting us do this opportunity, or giving us this opportunity to train you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. The show is going to be starting. The vendor event is going to be starting really soon. So we'll actually scroll through this video and answer any questions that you guys have. Somebody asked if you only use PayPal. We have a cash box here as well. And let me just show you real quick on...
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Hold on one second. So we also do, so I'll just show you again, Elizabeth, so this was our event last week. So we just write the name, the color, how much it was, and how they paid. So if you want to accept checks, or if you want to accept cash, or if you want to accept Square, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, DNA, the hair of your firstborn child, whatever you want to accept, write it down so you know. Yeah, so if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. And thank you so much for watching. And I hope that this helps you guys. All right. Thank you to my amazing friends and my amazing stylists. We love you guys. And thank you. Happy weekend. Bye.